Guys, do you remember when Prince passed away very mysteriously, very suddenly, and we were all shocked and just very upset, and then something came out on the news that he had been at an event days before he passed, and he said a very cryptic thing at that event. And people came forward and said, this is what he said. Do you remember this? He said, wait a few days before you waste any prayers, or something like that. You can Google it, it's there. Wait a few days before you waste any prayers. In light of this recording evidence that was submitted by the prosecution in the Diddy trial, where Prince has got receipts and evidence and testimony that he gave in a recording to be released in the event of his death. Holy shit. All I can say is a lot of industry elites are probably panicking right now, and rightfully so, apparently, for entertainment purposes only.
Dang, Prince. They said Prince did the heavy lifting from the grave. I just finished listening to a narrated trial audio about the Diddy case, and they pulled out a Prince tape. Clever? I don't know. What does Prince have to do with anything? I'm trying to remember if he worked with Diddy, but Diddy knows so many people, have so many artists, who knows? But yeah. So I don't know if that narration is confirmed or it's true, because there's so many people reviewing and giving us like minutes of the trial, but this one was really good. It talked about Prince warning Diddy about his ways, wagging his Jehovah's Witness fingers at him, saying, you better stop this mess. You better leave these young artists alone. You better give them their music. And Diddy telling him like, do you know who I am? Okay, that's my ad lib. But he said something like this. He's like, you might be Prince, but you can be forgotten too. Or you can be taken care of too. Something like that. You know how four-way conversations go. By the time it gets to the people, it's all convoluted. But you imagine Diddy putting his two lips together to tell Prince, the Prince, that he runs this city. I'm Diddy and I run this city, and it don't matter, you're Prince, but you could be gone too. So now it just makes me think about all the people who were kind of like shook and shaky about Diddy, allegedly. You know, like, let's talk about the spiritual people first, right? So Prince was one. He was Jehovah's Witness towards the end. Then Valletta Wallace, rest in peace to her. That's Biggie Smalls' mom. She had this sinking feeling about him that she didn't trust him. She was just like fearful of him. She just didn't like him. Why? Because her son said something. Tales from the Crypt. I think Diddy was, not Diddy. I think Biggie was very aware of his intuition and thought the same thing, because imagine him getting wind of, nah, this ain't gonna end well, and wanting to come out, want to take his career somewhere else, like, I'm done. And Diddy's like, nah, you are my meal ticket, you're staying. And then LA happens. Allegedly. This is just stories in my head. I'm a storyteller. Follow. Then the Tupac thing. And all of the Wendy Williams talks, interviews of her saying stuff but not being able to say stuff. Her favorite word was allegedly, because she couldn't say stuff. You couldn't say nothing about this guy. Now we're hearing all these tapes. By the way, they played the tapes in the courtrooms. His daughter's mother wasn't there, reportedly, but his sons were there. You ever imagine, not imagine, like picture, your parents, but you don't know your parents, right? Because parents don't tell you everything and they want to keep you kind of like on the low. But his sons are seeing what all is going on for real. He might tell his sons, yeah, I have girlfriends, I'm gonna get 2 for tonight. But what if they're seeing like what he's really doing in the courtrooms day by day and looking at each other like, yo, Pops is really like this?
Okay, nothing was played in court. Hold on. Nothing was played in court. You are correct. I did a little deep diving, and this is such a great lesson to myself and everybody else out there. We have to be super discerning. I know we just think like the bombshells are going to keep on coming. They're going to keep on dropping, and they probably are. But this is my bad. There was no Prince tape that was played during the Diddy trial. I do apologize, but I'm here to take accountability.
Yesterday I posted a video about an alleged tape about Prince sending or having a voice recording in the Diddy trial. Now, the video that I posted, it did go a bit viral. Not viral, but it got a substantial amount of views. But the comment section is 50-50. Some people believe that is true, others don't. And one of the ones that I'm seeing more and more, Google is free, people just look it up. But then I got people tagging me in the comments saying that the voiceover, the recording from Prince is real and it's not fake. So it's split in half. Some people believe it, others don't. At this point, I'm not going to believe that video is real until the defense comes out and states that it is from Prince himself. They have verifiable proof and evidence, because I don't know what to believe anymore. With AI going on, and just this whole case is just so messed up. And if he do that, that would be so genius. But still, it's like there's so many people that are going to be implicated in this case. This is not just like sexual deviance, allegedly. This is RICO charges we're talking about here. Organized crime and trafficking is incredibly bad. But I just need to know if that tape, that voice tape that I saw videos on this app is real. Because when I look at Google, I get like, it's a fake tape. But then you scroll a few bars down and they say it's a real tape. These websites look real. And when you comment Google is free, I know Google is free. I went on Google too. I need proof, hard evidence, until like somebody, one of the defense lawyers comes out and said, we played this tape by Prince himself, late artist, and this is what he had to say about Sean Diddy Combs.
Prince left behind a recording to warn people about Diddy and the industry, and even goes as far to say, if anything happens to me, make sure this tape gets in the right hands. And it was played at the Diddy trial as evidence. I have a clip, but first, like, share, and follow. Before I play this clip, I just want to say, how many people did you off, Diddy, that we could have still had around? You selfish, selfish man. You evil piece of shit. No doubt this person took so many people off this planet, and especially people that we could have still had around. All right, I'm going to roll the clip now. Here we go.
Individuals who were allegedly paid for their silence. Prince mentioned specific amounts, $2 million to one person, $1.3 million to another, that perfectly matched financial records the prosecution had presented earlier in the trial. I've seen the payments, Prince stated. I've seen the NDAs they signed. This isn't just rich people behaving badly. It's systematic and calculated. The precision of Prince's knowledge suggested he had access to information that only an industry insider could know. As the recording continued, Prince's voice grew more somber. I'm making this recording because I'm afraid to speak out publicly. The power structure in this industry protects people like him. Nobody wants to believe what happens behind closed doors. The recording ended with words that sent chills through the courtroom. If anything happens to me, make sure this gets to the right people. This isn't just about protecting myself, it's about protecting everyone who hasn't been able to speak between Diddy.
So Diddy was just eliminating his competition or anybody who got in his way. What a menace P. Diddy was. I feel blessed never having to encounter something as evil as him. Alright, if you didn't know, now you know. There you have it. That's the scoop. Let me know your guys' thoughts, what you guys think. Everybody probably saw this coming, that there was going to be celebrities he took off. Who you think is going to come out next about who he offed? Because I'm sure the list goes on and on and on. There's a lot of people waiting for him on the other side, and they're not going to be happy to see him.
Dearly beloved, we are gathered here today to get through this thing that we call life. Prince, look, Prince has given evidence on the Diddy trial from the grave. In 2016, 2017, he wrote a letter and said, if I ever am taken care of, I want you to open this, I want you to give this to the police. In 2016, 2017, which means the New York State Police Department and the FBI and the CIA have had the information on Diddy for a decade. Imagine the things that he has done while under surveillance. Diddy is fried. Did he or didn't he? Oh, he did. Oh, he did. The evidence is unbelievable. And the thing is, Prince, his recording, they can't cross-examine the dead. He left that courtroom speechless. Diddy is fried. I'm only concerned about how many people went through hell over that decade while they were just gathering evidence.
Holy shit, you guys. We have audio from Prince, essentially from the grave, talking about Diddy and all of the crazy, crooked, kinky, weird shit that he did. And Prince is saying on the tapes that he doesn't know who he could trust anymore. He saw all the shit that Diddy did. He named the locations, what the furniture looked like, saying he witnessed these deals of people $1 million, $2 million, like essentially people being sold for sex. And what the and then he said to Diddy, like, oh, this is gonna catch up to you. And Diddy straight up said to him, people like you disappear and I rule the universe, so step aside, little man. And then Prince ended up, tell me how Kris Jenner is bopping around town looking like she's 28 years old, not a care in the world. You think that the whole family isn't on those tapes? Like, Cassie, girl, tell us. The fact that Diddy has his kids in the courtroom, his kids are literally not helping the cause. His twin daughters, who are gorgeous, they look just like Kim Porter. They showed up an hour late to their prom in red dresses, being carried in by their boyfriends. Okay, his counsel is not counseling. If you want your children to be there and make you look good, maybe perhaps have them tone it down a bit. Maybe perhaps have them appear a little bit more humble. If his kids have the same attitude and personality that he has, it's not a good look. He did have an outburst in the courtroom when they were playing the Prince tape back. He jumped up and was like, that's not true. He wasn't even there. Puff, dude, Diddy, get it the together. Are you not listening to your counsel, or is your counsel genuinely that terrible? I can't believe Prince is talking from the dead.
Hold the front door, hold the front door, hold the front door, hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up. Tell me I'm not hearing this correctly. Prince left a recording that was played during the Diddy trial. Prince left a recording that was played during... Prince is spilling the tea? Prince. The way y'all talking about Cassie, ooh, if y'all start running y'all mouth about Prince, you got Gen X, you got boomers, and you got millennials that's about to come after you, baby. Let me find out, did it have something to do with Prince, Whitney, and who else? Michael. My flabbers are once again, y'all, it's Monday. My flabbers are gasted on a Monday. Prince is spilling the tea in a recording that he did before he passed away. And in the recording, he says, not verbatim, but basically saying, if anything happens to him, make sure that this is heard. Oh, I tried to stay out of this. I tried to stay out of this Diddy shit. But now my baby Prince is involved. Somebody cue Diamonds and Pearls. Cause, ooh. The tea.
God damn it, man. This case that involves Diddy is one of the most insane cases I've ever had in my life. It's one of those cases that you just say, why does Diddy just not accept these things and just go to jail? Because there's no way out, man. At least you're gonna do like 40 years, 50 years, if he is found guilty, that is. But we all know, man, there's a lot of digital evidence in courts. And I just don't see him getting out of it, man. This recording that has come about, I think it's gonna sway that Cassie testimony. I mean, Cassie was the main character, but also this one is gonna shake things up a little bit. It seems like it's gonna do that. And if that is true, that Diddy is losing his shit in court, It's insane because he's been in the industry for too long. I'm sure he's attended a lot of court cases and he knows better that when witnesses are taking the stand, he should not interject. My deepest empathy goes to the kids, man. They don't have to witness all this. Imagine your dad having been entangled in such case, man. It takes a toll in their mentors, bro. Especially if they have things to do, they have careers to build, they have lives to live. It's really a tricky one still. Some people are coming out to say that this clip wasn't played in court, this clip is AI. Some people are saying this clip is real. So we are torn in between, and given that this case is not publicly broadcasted, so we have to rely on people attending courts. So, you know, when so many people are saying something, information can be exaggerated, information can be doctored, some information can be true, some information can be left out that are crucial. Yeah, you just understand how it goes. But we have to listen to more and more witnesses from the court and those who are attending in court, and then we try to see what are the similarities, what are the differences, so that we can filter out what we think are lies and what we think are truth. By the end of it all, we're gonna learn the truth, and this Diddy trial is one of the most insane cases. Anyways, chat, you tell me, do you think this voice recording left by Prince was AI doctored, or was it actually recorded? Let me know in the comment section down there below. Share your thoughts. Let me meet you in the next one. Peace out.